What's good, everyone out there? Once again,
happening?
Lighter Fluid 5, March 4th. We're 2 weeks away. And we
Yeah.
just added to the bill. Special
Yes,
guest,
sir.
co-headlining.
Yes,
We
sir.
got Coyote in the house.
Ooh, what's
We got
good? What's
Guapo.
good, dog?
We got Blanco.
Yes,
We got the
sir.
dynamic duo. How you guys doing tonight, man?
Man, we doing good, man. We doing better now that we're here, dog. Thanks for
good,
booking
man.
us too, man. Cheers to y'all.
Cheers to
sir.
that, man. Thank you guys for coming through.
Salute,
Blessing the
salute.
studio and just, I saw, like I was saying off camera right now, I saw the interview with Tony A you guys did on Rhodium. So shouts out to Tony A. That's how I was able to do a little research on you guys.
First one or second one? He interviewed us twice.
I think it was the first one.
Okay.
Because a lot of the questions were like those first questions, not the follow-up.
Was I wearing a mask or
You weren't wearing a mask.
I was wearing an Allen Iverson jersey.
Yeah, jersey. I'm not sure. I don't remember what you were wearing. I mostly
You're
listened
wearing
to
a
it.
pink thong.
Oh, you listened to it? Mostly?
Yeah, I was listening to it. I wasn't watching so much. Just had it running while I chased my son around.
Yeah.
But one of the things I like about you guys' dynamic is the brothers, right?
Yeah.
Y'all are really brothers. Like Tony A. said too. Like it's not, oh, that's my bro. No, you guys are blood brothers and related. And I feel it when you guys like interact. Because you guys got that like busting each other's balls and shit and really like fucking with each other.
For sure. There's definitely a lot of stuff that I could say to this guy that a lot of people can't, and vice versa.
Right.
Yeah, man. Oh, this motherfucker called me on stage, a crowd full of people like, yeah, get up here, fat fuck. And I'd be like, man, fuck you. I'm out of breath. Help me up. Fool.
I grew up, I'm the oldest of 4. So I got 2 other brothers. And we're the same fucking weight, right? Like, and I always joke about that too because it's dope because you have that. Someone keeping you humble all the time, right? And keeping you hungry.
Yeah.
Because, if your brother tells it to you, someone's thinking it.
Yeah. Right.
It's just most people aren't, right?
100%.
But there's some asshole out there like, fuck that fat motherfucker. This fool thinks he's all dope. You know what I mean?
Man, fucking fat fuck.
But we just keep each other grounded. That's what it is, And
sometimes you need the brutal honesty. Even like with the raps, right? Like I could walk in and usually we record ourselves. He records him, I record me, and he'll have a verse and it'll be like 90% solid. But if there's like 2 bars, I could be like, yo, those 2 bars could be better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and you can't do that with everyone.
And vice versa. He could be like, I don't like what you said there, or I don't like how you said this. Maybe say it more like this.
Right.
Some people get offended if you, but we trust each other enough to know that, it's our song. It's not my song or his song. It's our song. So we want to make the song the best.
And you think that brings out the best in each other with that, or the quality of the song.
And if we getting fat, like, we gotta be on camera, so motherfuckers gotta say. I was telling him, like, man, you starting to catch up to me, dog. So
there it is. That's why you gotta go with the light beer, bro.
That's why I'm out here drinking Michelob Ultras right now.
That's why he grew his beard out. He lost his jawline, and then he had to fuck.
Nah, man.
Damn, that's a clever
ladies love beard too, though.
That's right.
Man, that's cool, man. Like I said, I got a crew. We're tight. We're like brothers. We fucking fuck with each other. That's just how I grew up. So I don't take it personal, but some people do. Some people you can't necessarily be that cool with them.
Yeah.
Or even the creative process, you may not be able to give them some straight feedback like you could and just cut to the point. Like, hey, that ain't it. Fuck that.
Yeah. Everybody's love language is different, even with like friendships. So sometimes you have to figure out how to say it, but based on the personality. Sometimes you gotta let them say it. So you kind of dance around the truth to let them come with the conclusion. You can't just be that direct with everybody.
That's pretty good. How'd you learn that? Where'd you learn that along the way?
I think with me, everyone feels like they could be just super honest with me all the time. And I've noticed that the same reaction doesn't go with everybody. So I'm able to read it because we deal with people, not only musically, but we come from a barber background, so we deal with people directly.
Yeah.
And sometimes with clients too, right? They almost want you to tell them what they want to hear. So if you tell them too direct, they might not understand.
They don't want you to cut their hair no more. It might take. That might,
so
you might lose that client.
There's hairlines receding. You got to find a nice way to say it so they could say it themselves. So maybe that taught me.
Like, hey, dog, you get a little, not a sun up there, huh? You get a lot of sun. It look good, bro. You go to the beach. Damn.
It's like they're like, am I receding? I'd be like, you got a couple years left, dog. You know what I'm saying? But eventually, I'll throw that in there if they ask. Like, but I'm not gonna be like, dog, I would have been cut it. You kind of gotta let them say it.
Yeah, man. That's dope, man.
I think it depends
that's some Jedi mind shit.
On my mood. Sometimes I would be nice like that, or sometimes I'll just say, dogs, cut this shit off, bro. Like,
right.
It just depends on my mood, I guess, at the time.
And the person too, though, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Like, we know a few artists where we can't just tell them straight up.
Most artists.
But those same people tell us straight up. right? But we know with them, we kind of got to dance around it.
Right.
But I'm able to detect if they could take it. If they could take it, I'm dishing it like straightforward, no bullshit.
So let me ask you this. I mean, that's like some laws of power shit right there, right? Yeah. That's like some strategic, some
Jedi mind tricks.
Some chess. Yeah, so he's playing chess, right? So like, do you find yourself right now where you're at having to play that kind of being like the how do I say it, like not going with the industry way, going the indie route. Now you have to like not worry about, but be aware of who you're outshining. Do you ever have to like not dim the shine, but be aware that as people see you shine, that don't outshine the master shit like that you shine too bright, someone might try to dim you and put you somewhere because they say, hey man, these motherfuckers are killing it. They might steal my crowd. They might do this. They might do that. You run into that? I'm wondering if you run into that.
Time.
Yeah, right? As far as in the industry, like as artists go, like for sure, motherfuckers don't want to share the light with you because they know that you can surpass them type shit. You know what I mean? We got homies. Of course, we're in the industry, so we got homies that are artists as well, and we'll do a song together, and then motherfuckers won't even post it like on some weird shit. You know what I mean? When it's bro, we're cool, like in real life, like not music, right? Not just music. I mean, and fucking end up doing a song and motherfuckers won't even share it on their story. So motherfuckers do funny shit like that all the time. You know what I mean? But those are just like mental notes we take. Like, oh, okay, we seen how you did that. All right, watch when the ball's on our court type shit. You know?
Yeah, we feel like no one could dim our light, but people will try.
You see the funny shit,
or sometimes we'll hear motherfuckers like, oh, they trying to rap like J. Cole and them, but they look like LMFAO. Like maybe if they try to do it, it's like, bro, you can't. Like there's nothing
like
you can do
put
to
you in
tell us
put you in the box.
To dim
LMFAO never been this fly. I'll tell you that.
And they went platinum too. No but it's cap. Like, but yeah, like you said, when it's friends, like I could tell, like, oh, they see us as a threat, so they don't want to shed no light on us because maybe they feel like what we eat takes away from their plate, and we see the opposite. Like if I fuck with you, I'm gonna share your shit. I don't care. I want to be in the circles of the dopest. If you're better than me or you rip me on a song, like so what?
Right. Like, I think the company you keep, right? Like if you scoring 50 points, but someone drops 55, but or Kobe drops 55, but you on the same team, or you had yourself a night.
Yeah, it's a dub.
You just fucking clap, right? Like I guess some people can't do that.
It's all about the end product, bro. Like I said, there's songs where. Like the song we did with Simba, like I looking back, I'm like, damn, I should have got a fucking verse. But sometimes it's like, for the sake of the song, I was just on the hook. Like me having a verse wasn't gonna add to it, and I stripped my ego. Like, I don't
that's
care
some big shit because
it's our song still. Like
it's
it's bigger than just me. It's about the song. So it's like
that's dope, man. I mean, you think the family aspect of that, knowing that's your bro, like it's just second nature? Because I don't know if many artists would do that, and rightfully so. Someone might be like, I demand to have a verse on this, and or this or that. Or maybe think of themselves a little bit more. And someone might not necessarily blink twice. Wouldn't think like, nah, get yours.
I don't know if it's a family thing. I think like me and him feel like we're kind of one artist at the same time. So like if I'm on the verse, it's kind of like he's on the verse and he was on the hook. So it's like it's still our song.
Is that why there's no S at the end?
Exactly.
Exactly.
All right.
So it's like one thing.
One entity. It's not a.
I feel that. Now,
it's like it's one. Don't separate the two. It's one. Like so, I don't care verse or not. That's my song just as much as it is his. That's my verse just as much as it is his verse. It's like
that's some real shit.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Like
I think that's dope, man. And I watching that Tony A again interview. Shouts out to Tony A again, the great interview from you guys too. So make sure you go, support Rhodium Radio and go check out their great content. You spoke on something like, I think you said like, imagine going up for something for 10 years and you just been grinding at it, but you haven't got there yet.
Yeah.
But it's gonna make you have a certain chip on your shoulder and carry a certain thing.
Yeah.
And I mean, I thought that show was great. I was like, man, this motherfucker get it. Like that's some, because I see something right now for all of us. When you said that, I'm like, fuck, I've been grinding for 10 years, 10 years plus. I know a bunch of homies who have been doing that same thing, who come from the same background, who are raza, who are just kind of on the outside, just kind of looking in. But for 10 years, 12, just hitting that same fucking wall.
Yeah.
And when you said that, I was like, man, like, it's only a matter of time before that shit that shit comes crumbling down and the floodgates open. How we all know and we all investing in and putting our careers and our time into. So like, do you feel like that wall's getting a little thinner? Do you feel the progress, or what's your take on that? Like
100%, we definitely see the light at the end of the tunnel. I don't think there's ever an end goal, because I think we're the type of artists that, you know, if we get a platinum record, then we're gonna want to go diamond, or then we're gonna want the accolades, the
never
Grammys,
satisfied,
the this, the that. And the chip on the shoulder I was talking about is like, it's almost necessary, right? Some people could call it as like arrogance or whatever, but that like sense of delusionness and arrogance is needed, because imagine getting a door slammed in your face over and over. If you're like not thick-skinned and you don't develop the ego needed to keep going, you quit like most people do, because the same thing to do is quit. Like, why the fuck would you keep doing this for 10 years?
Who's gonna sit and suffer like this, right?
Investing money, investing time, investing your sanity, investing pretty much you put your life on the line. Naturally a chip is very necessary. So but yeah, we finally see the light at the end of the tunnel. We're noticing the ball rolling, and now more than ever the chip is necessary, because we're closer than we ever been, but we're closer than we ever been to quitting too. Right.
And that's how it is, right? When you're in the marathon, right, you could be a mile away. That's when your body hurts the most. But hey, that's what tells you you're close. Right. At the same time, that
hopefully,
if nothing else, nothing else, right? Like, because every success story, them motherfucker from Steve Jobs or to whoever was this close to being like, we're done, right? And I'd be lying if that shit hadn't gone through my head this past year of times where I was like, the fuck, man, what the fuck am I doing? You know, and and then to see the progress that it's taken for myself, then to see you guys, and it's more evidence that this shit is happening and this shit is moving. So when, you know, Freddie hit me up and we started talking like, hey man, you know, we want to add something else to the show and just make it special. And we got Tony A, and who's an artist that fits, you know, and because we're very selective on who we want to work with, because we don't want it to be fake. We want to really mean like we want to book you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
And so when you guys came up, it was just like, oh fuck yeah, like it fits perfect for those reasons, man. So I mean,
love, for sure.
You know, tell y'all, I still see you guys competition now. I want to kill, like, and I know you guys feel the same.
Good,
y'all grew up playing ballers and shit. So
we're glad we could inspire you in a way too. You know
bro.
What I'm saying? Because that's really like the point of doing all this shit too. You know, to inspire another individual or help somebody else that's going through the same shit we're going through. You know what I mean? That's really why I do it personally. You know what I mean?
And it helps us to keep going. Like, there's times when we have doubts and shit, like, man, fuck this, like, but then little stuff happens in a row and you're like,
it'll really be a disservice to ourselves. Like, it'll be a disservice if we were to stop, because it's like he said, we see the light at the end of the tunnel. It's like we're already there. When I step back and look at ourselves, when I feel like, man, fuck this shit, I'm gonna quit, I'm kind of like, man, why? Like, this shit's really happening right now when you really look at it. Like, it's starting to unfold. Just got to focus on the next step and not the big picture. And that's what helps me stay in it. You know what I mean?
Like, even walking in rooms and, like, people you would never think know about you, and they give you, like, kudos and shit. That, to me, little stuff like that is like, all right, like, damn, I listen to this fool. Oh, he fucks with my shit. Damn, that's dope. So it kind of helps me, like, we're doing something right.
The talent's there, even if the audience isn't really caught up completely, you know what I mean? Or if we're still building the infrastructure needed to reach said audience. It's one thing that caught my eye too, you know, my ear. The interview was, you know, you guys have gone the industry route, right? You guys signed a deal. You guys did some, you know, what a artist in any position, an indie artist would think of as like, okay, this is what I want. Let me get on a label. Let me do a big tour. Let me get a feature or two or something, right? And of course, it opens doors, but ultimately, you guys end up independent and in charge of your own destiny. Right. So like, right, out of necessity. So now seeing that and seeing the growth happen organically, you know, like, how has that transition been? You know, are you glad you're doing it on your own now, or is it, you know, what was the other side like in a sense?
I think it was all bad timing. Was one of the big factors, because when we had first created our duo together, like, we never really gave it a shot at just going and doing it ourselves. We signed a deal right off the back with 0 numbers, right? And looking back in hindsight, that was the wrong move to make. We should have just started going, like, taking off and dropping how we're doing right now and building our fucking fan base organically. but we didn't take that route for whatever reason. I don't know. We wanted a bag or whatever the case was.
Right. I mean, I think only naturally if you're thinking, yo, I got talent, and then someone, a major label or something's telling you, or someone with, you know, in a position
and they start
that
showing
knows.
and proving immediately. So they like us, boom, we're on tour with Blueface, boom, we're on tour with The Game, boom, we get a little bag, boom, they have our whole schedule set for the rest of the year, what we're about to do, boom, boom, boom. Then COVID happened. So, but I just heard something like, things don't happen to you, they happen for you. So I'm so grateful that happened, because even at the time what we were making to appease the label, I didn't like none of it.
Right.
So our first bullet that we were gonna shoot, when I look back, was fucking trash for the most part. We had a couple records on there like I fuck with Hood Rat's okay, and maybe one other one that was decent, but everything else was trying to like appease a certain ear that's not really us naturally.
Right.
And then it forced us, because two things could happen when you're benched. Either you just say, fuck it, and start pointing fingers, or you try to prove them wrong. So I think that created a chip in our shoulders where we're like, man, fuck that. Like, let's just get creative somehow and not put our battery on our back to work the internet, which we've never done before.
Right.
So I think this was necessary to put that in our brains, like to do it, to prove them wrong, kind of.
Right.
And that's what eventually got the ball rolling. So without that, would we ever would have done that, like attack the internet the way we did? I don't know. So
right, you would have probably let them handle it or something like, yo, they got this.
Or even if we never signed the deal and we never got shelved, maybe we would have never hit the internet like we should have.
Right,
because we were so
everything happens for a reason, basically.
Yeah, because we knew the label was watching. We're like, let's show them that we're the stars of this fucking shit. So let's show them. So everything we were posting, we'll get good feedback. It wanted us to do more and more and more and more and more, until eventually we saw our shit growing just off internet presence.
Right.
And then last year is when we really like stepped on the gas a little bit.
Yeah. It felt like I saw you guys everywhere.
Yeah. Exactly.
So I'm thinking too, like the infrastructure of trying to push artists like yourselves as being, you know, again, that boxed in as Mexican artists that rap, right? Instead of just being dope rappers. And you guys mentioned that in the interview as well. Y'all just dope MCs and dope hip. And I run into the same shit as being Mexican American, Chicano, Latino, Latinx, whatever you want to chop it up. Like, yo, put it on. It's still dope rap. Hey, it's still quality bars. It's still good songwriting.
Yeah.
Can it just stand on that, right? Do you feel like you run into that? Of course, but the lack of infrastructure to push artists like yourself that look how you guys look and sound how you guys sound, that the traditional record label just doesn't know how to fucking push, you know?
Yeah, for sure. Definitely. You pretty much nailed it. I mean, we're just paving a way that hasn't really been done. So that's why there's people are comfortable with supporting something that is a formula that already worked.
Right.
And for us, it's like we're paving this new way that really hasn't been done the way we feel it should be done. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
And even our people have a hard time accepting it. They're barely coming around to accepting us as we are, because we rep it too hard to not accept it. Like,
right.
Yeah, but at the same time, we're not trying to box with the quote unquote Chicano rap.
It's
we're
a fine line to walk.
With hip hop, like the top hip hop dogs. Who are they? That's who we're trying to box with.
Right.
And we just throw it on our back just to show them that we could do it just as good, if not better than y'all.
Right.
And we happen to be Mexican. Like we just did a song with Reason. You know Reason from TDE?
From TDE.
And he fucks with. He came into our barbershop and he's like, man, I fuck with what y'all did with Simba. That shit's crazy. Let's do something. And we're like, shit, let's do it. And on the song, like I made sure, like I popped my little Mexican shit in there,
right.
And then I just get to the bars just so they know, like, yeah, this is two Mexicans talking right here,
right,
and we gassing.
And like you said, it's a fine line to do that and represent, and then feel like you're hitting that button just for the view, just for the, because you know artists that do that too, where they're just, it's just like you said, it's a taste thing. Like, you could promote. You like can promote all you want, but
not just Mexicans could play type shit. Like
Black people,
it's inclusive for everybody. But he's popping some shit to let you know this is what I am.
Right.
Shit.
If anything, black people here like, what, these motherfuckers is Mexican? What? You know what I'm saying? Once they hear the bar, that's the reaction I want. Not like, so they're cool for Mexicans. Like, yeah, they cool.
Right.
Like, what? Like, hold on.
Yeah.
Like,
the sound, the cadence, the bars, the delivery, like, boom, it's all well thought and like right there. You know, nah, man, I give you guys mad props, bro. Bumping you guys' shit and just like being aware. It's like, nah, man. I want to make sure people understand that shit too, that like the platform we've created all these years of grinding right here in East Los, doing stuff for the community, you know, from day one, you know, grassroots shit, open mic shit. That's my background, you know, and that's why I'm able to bring certain artists in, and it's like a pleasure when I'm like, nah, bring y'all to it and be like, nah, check these fools out for real, like fuck with these fools, and hopefully, you know, we could all help each other out, you know, and build the way we should and get that infrastructure. And if y'all are you guys are our stars, y'all are our, you know what I mean, and I'm right here doing the underground shit and doing this, and I got my shit here, like I see it, bro. We're all moving, and we need every component. Tony A's doing his shit, and Brown Bag's doing their shit, and so's doing. It's like, bro, it's happening. That's that hit on that wall, you know, happening.
Like for sure.
It's just who's gonna be the one to be Eminem for the Mexicans. That, you know, ever since Eminem, a white popping rapper isn't uncommon. It's still uncommon for the mainstream world to see a Mexican rapper that's making fucking Billboard hits, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Puerto Ricans have done a well job. That's America's favorite Latino, the Puerto Rican. But Mexicans, we haven't cracked the code since maybe Cypress Hill and Selena.
Right.
Like the music space, we've done it in the acting world a little, I guess. But
we're the stepchildren.
We're
of America.
And I couldn't agree more, bro. This is all shit I've been saying, you know, in the music and laying it out. You know, for a minute, man. That's why I resonate with what you guys are saying. And being able to say that and see it clear in my mind that, you know, it seems obvious, you know, but some people are like, nah, it's something else. Or it bunches it in with just Latinos. Like, no, what Mexican American, what Chicano artist has done this, especially with us having so many overwhelming numbers and people catching up to that.
A big part of it is us. We're our own worst enemy. Like, you know, we've gotten the Mayatero jacket thrown on us since we were young. And, and now that's starting to evolve because it's like, wait, maybe these guys could do it for us. Like, it's like, bro, at the end of the day, we're in a black sport. Say whatever you want. Rap is a black sport. It's a house that we helped build, but they never let us in the motherfucker. So it's
right.
So one of us got to do it. And you know, at the end of the day, like, who do we love to listen to? Like, I don't know too many people that bump like Chicano artists like they bump Snoop or Dre or this, that, and the third. So if you want to play with Michael Jordan, you got to be able to jump from the free throw line.
Like, I always pictured as being like some like Mexican Chris Brown, you know, or like Michael Jackson, like a pop star. You know what I mean? Like it could come from the hip hop. Don't get me wrong. Like,
Mexican.
Yeah, there you go.
But
and that's my, you know, that's my name too, Miguel. So I can start singing.
We had Selena, but they murked her.
Yeah, so, you know, like
I
you said,
feel you,
it's a new thing we're paving, and it's cool to finally see ourselves become peers with the people we feel we should be peers with, and it's just happening very organically. So it's like, damn, we're not as crazy as we think we are sometimes.
Right.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't think so, bro. I think any of that, like, especially after what you guys have already done. And like you said, like,
you gotta be a little delusional though in this shit.
Yeah,
right.
I'm hella delusional. I say some outlandish shit when I be talking. Like, damn, these motherfuckers
that's what keeps
us
in this shit.
That's good, bro. Well, you know,
I
always
really think
like
we're gonna win a Grammy. Like, I really think.
No, that's facts.
Shit, dog. Hey, if you believe that, I believe you.
I already know what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say that they finally let us in the house we helped build. What's up, like? Cause it's true.
Weak ass speech.
No, that's what I'm gonna end it like that. Like, man, we help build. Latinos help build. They built the house.
It's the 3,000 speech, you know. Like, South got something to say, but just boom.
Yeah.
Hey man, well, I always like to kind of wrap up the interviews by just like letting the audience know what they could expect catching you guys there live in downtown LA for Lighter Fluid Part 5.
I'm probably gonna suplex this fool through a table.
It'll be a TLC match on stage, tables, ladders, and chairs.
Yeah, we're gonna hang 2 belts on the roof of the thing, and while we rap, it's gonna be damn near like a fight going on, and whoever gets the belts wins the night. Yeah, we're gonna give the audience. It's gonna be interactive. They could come on stage too, but they gotta be ready to get clotheslined or pedigreed or
drop kick.
So you gotta come ready. You gotta come prepared.
Yeah,
for complete mayhem.
All
right.
Mayhem.
All right, man. Well, once again, you know, plug the socials. Let people know they can follow you and what, you know, where to listen to the music.
Coyote for Hire, COYOTEFORHIRE. That's the only handle that matters. Our music is on all platforms. Coyote. Look up Thicker Than Water. That's the album we just dropped. Subscribe to our YouTube, all that shit. Coyote for Hire, all across the board.
L.Aliens drop in April.
Yep.
That's a new. That's a new. All right.
L.Aliens.
Yeah.
Yeah, like LA Aliens. You ever heard of the AT Aliens? The
Yep.
Outkast album. So it's like a little rip off that.
Sick.
Yeah.
All right.
In our own way. But yeah, man. Just gonna keep dropping, man.
Hey, well, as
Go
always,
crazy.
bro, appreciate both of you guys, man. You guys welcome
Likewise.
here.
Yes, sir.
Anytime EOTR is open and we can help you guys with anything, never hesitate to ask, man. And
Yeah.
shit, we'll see Coyote live.
Yes, sir.
Downtown LA Arts District. God damn it.
Yes, sir.
Locals Cafe, March 4th. I'm Viva Mezcal. These are Coyote.
Yes, sir.
Go get your goddamn tickets and
Yes,
we'll see you guys
sir.
there, man.
Yeah, man.
Thank you
Go
guys
get
so much,
that.
bro.
Yes, sir. Thanks for having us, man.
For sure.
Be ready, bro.
Peace.